welcome back Dave Kuiawa of PA Fine Wine and Good Spirits. And Dave, you have two drinks featuring a beloved Irish spirit. We're talking about whiskey.
Yes, yes. You know, this time of year, Irish eyes are smiling all over the place, and we're going to try to get you out of the little bit of the green beer rut that we can get into sometimes and focus on Irish whiskeys. You know, in Gaelic, whiskey means the water of life.
Okay.
So it's something that's vital to the Irish culture. And I have three together for you to try, and they're served up neat. So neat would mean no ice, just straight.
Okay.
And the first one is called the Quiet Man. And the Quiet Man gets its name from the fact that the distiller of this had a father who tended bar for 50 years, and he would always listen because the Gaelics call a gossip craic, and he would like to listen to that instead of interrupting. So he was the Quiet Man.
The Quiet Man. And I like it. You know what? It's smoother than I anticipated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Irish whiskeys are a little bit smoother than Scotches. That particular one, a little bit of vanilla, creme brulee, and a little bit of light caramel. Then we move on to Tullamore Dew.
Okay.
So Tullamore Dew, a really epic Irish whiskey, but this one's been aged 12 years, so a little bit spicy, creamy, slightly smoky with a little bit of tea leaf flavor.
I'm tasting all of that. Maybe I don't know what tea leaf exactly is, but the smoky and spicy, totally get that.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, that was nice.
And then we get into...
Should I keep sampling these?
Of course.
Okay, all right, keep going, Dave.
So this is Ireland's oldest distillery. This is a one called Bushmills, and this is their Red Bush. It's floral, it's fruity, it's almost tropical, a little well-rounded, so slightly different than the other ones that we've sampled.
I almost taste like a hot cinnamon kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, and I think that's where they get the name the Red Bush from.
Oh, okay.
Really.
All right, it makes sense. I should be tasting that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now, you have some cocktails here too, right?
we do. We'll move onto a classic Irish cocktail, and this is one called a Paddy's Irish Coffee. So it starts out with Paddy's Old Irish Whiskey. We put 2 ounces in the glass. Then we're going to top it off with 6 ounces of hot coffee. And then just to make it extra fancy for you, David,
I love that you brought the whipped cream.
I'm going to
love
put a
it.
little
You
whipped
gotta
cream
do it
on
right,
top.
right? If you're
Yeah.
going to do it.
Why not? And you know, there's nothing better than an Irish mustache this time of year.
Okay, all right.
So you're going to get that here in a second.
Okay.
And I'll switch places with you.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Do I have whipped cream on my face?
Just a little
Okay.
bit. Just a little
Wipe
bit.
that off. No, but that is nice. That is like by a fireplace, saying goodbye to winter. That would be perfect.
It's a classic Irish cocktail and the Fine Wine and Good Spirits Cocktail of the Month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're sort of thinking ahead to St. Patrick's Day, so all this makes sense.
Exactly. So the final one we have is one called Writer's Muse. And if you noticed on the teas, I was doing a little muddling. So I'm going to put this in your hands. Really beautiful cocktail, but delicious. And how it starts out is we muddle 3 strawberries. And by muddling, I mean we're just kind of smashing them up in the bottom of a shaker. And we put in 1 3/4 ounces of Writer's Tears. This is a copper pot still.
I love the title, Writer's Tears.
Well, I
because
think-
any writer has known they've cried a few tears, I'm sure. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a lot of crying involved in throwing out that first draft, right?
Right.
So 1 3/4, then we add 3/4 of Keep It Simple syrup, and then 3/4 ounce lemon juice. So a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tart. That all gets muddled together with 6 mint leaves and the strawberries. Then we top that off with just a little bit of club soda.
Oh, okay.
So take a sip of this. It's really, it's got the fruitiness, it's got the whiskey, but the club soda gives it a little fizzy. It's fun. Garnish it with some raspberries and mint leaves. Really a beautiful cocktail.
It is beautiful, and it's great, and it's so different than the other things that we've tried. I mean, it's almost more of a summertime kind of feel. Yeah, you're bringing on spring with this.
Yeah. And one thing we want to make sure we do, David, as with any spirit, we ask our viewers to please drink these responsibly.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Dave. You're always educational, and I love it when you bring things for us to sample. All right, Dave Kuiawa from PA Fine Wine and Good Spirits. And for another look at these recipes, you can visit PittsburghTodayLive.com. And as Dave said, always remember to drink responsibly.